everyone, this is Lisa from the Rhinestone World. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to layer and cut a two-color vinyl decal design for a coffee mug for the animal lover in your life. This video will go with one of our animal lover decal craft along kits. So this kit will come with two different dog lover designs as well as two different cat lover designs. All of this will be packaged together with your materials that you can do this project at home with just one click. So here I am in Silhouette Studio. I have one of the files from this craft along set up in my workspace. Now the way we have it set up is that the final design is going to show up on the left, and then we have the two colors already separated and placed with registration marks right next to it. So you'll see that here. So this is what the original is. Here's the paw print and here's the text. And for some of these designs, I've also combined them into one big object. That way, if you want to do a one color decal, you're more than welcome to do that. So let's go over here and we want to ungroup a bunch of these. So I want to do the first one, so I'm just going to delete the bottom. And I don't need this design, so I'll delete that as well. So as I'm working with this, I can grab my design and you'll see that part of this is still grouped. So let's right click, ungroup it. And now I can go grab this part, let's group that together, and then we'll grab this part and make sure this is grouped as well. So I have one color, two colors. So now I'm all set with those designs. Now we need to cut these two colors separately. So I'm going to go ahead and move this color out of my workspace. So I'm going to be using my FDC decal vinyl. I'll be using the 4200 line, and I have this blue color here. And this is included in the craft along kit as well. So let's set this up over here. I'm going to use a cutting mat, so I'll leave that like that. And now I can set up to cut. So let's go to the send panel in the top right corner. And you can see we have materials and our actions. So the first thing to notice is that our design doesn't have any bold lines around it. The bold lines indicate the lines that will be cut. A lot of times when SVG files are brought into Silhouette Studio, those lines don't show up. It just means that the cut lines are turned off. So we can go right here, click on cut, select it first, click on cut, and now you can see it's all set up here. So the action is set. We just need to go over here and I need to program a new material for my vinyl. Now there are different presets in your Silhouette Studio, but I like to set my own that are specific to my preferences and the brand of vinyl that I use. So right here I press new material. Now I'm going to right click and rename my new material. So I'll name this FDC because I'm doing FDC vinyl. We'll hit enter, and now we can go over here and set up our settings. Now I have the cut settings page open, so we have that all set. So let's go over here and we're gonna go and I'm gonna set my blade over to 3, my speed at 5, and I'm gonna bring my force down to about 4. Now you wanna test these out and see how they work with your vinyl. You may have to do a test cut, but I'm just gonna leave it like that, save it, and now I have my FDC there. I'm going to close out using this corner, and now you can see I just need to choose my material again. So let's go right here, let's do FDC. So we're all set with all of this. So all I need to do is load my vinyl and my material into my machine and then press cut. So I'm going to do this for my first color, I'm going to load my second color and repeat the process. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be ready to weed. Here are my two colors of vinyl that I cut. I have the whole sheet here, so this is again our FDC 4200 line. It's a permanent grade sign vinyl. Both are on therhinestoneworld.com and also included in the craft along kit. So let's go over here, and these have a weed box around them, so I can find the corner of the box and just pull up. So again, this is all a matter of how good your test cuts go and how good your settings are. You should really have no issues pulling up your vinyl. If you start to have trouble, then I would just keep adjusting your settings. You want to have a nice clean cut, but you also don't want your blade to cut too deep into the vinyl, because if it cuts into this paper backing, that creates a little bit of an issue because it almost like seals it in there. So we have this first part. Let's move this to the side and do our second one. So again, corner. Gonna peel this back. it peeled so well that for a second I second guessed myself and thought that it brought a section up with it, but it didn't. So the way registration marks work is that these are going to be lined up with each other, and we use those to bring this design onto this one. So now that I have this all set, I'm just going to cut these corners out. I like to weed the weeding box out of my vinyl first and then cut it, because I can maximize how much vinyl is left behind. I don't have to worry about, you know, cutting around the box and weeding out the box and then weeding out what's around the box. We're all good. So here's this first one, and now let's just cut out the second one. Right, so here are the two parts to my design. So we're all set. Let me grab my transfer tape and then we'll be all set to go. Here are the two parts of my decal. Now I am going to use our brand new blue gridded transfer tape. This tape is awesome because it comes with a paper backing, so you're able to order a foot at a time, and it's got these grids that make it really easy to line up our design. So let's go over here and we can figure out about how much we need. So we have, you know, a few inches of vinyl, so I'm going to take my scissors and cut along these lines. Let me bring this back down to make sure I'm not cutting too much. Right, so that's good. And then we'll just cut down this line. So this blue gridded transfer tape is brand new. We just added it to the website. And this also will come in your craft along kit, so you'll have all the materials that you need. Now when you're layering two colors of vinyl, you want to bring the smallest part down onto the biggest part. So your biggest part is always your base, so that is what you kind of layer it down onto. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, but you'll get it. So now we have our smaller part. So let's go ahead and we're going to treat this just like any other time we use transfer tape. We're going to bring this down. I like to do a horseshoe and then just smooth it down. Now if this is something that you want to make sure you're applying it correctly or straight, you can use the lines to kind of line it up. I just kind of threw it on there for now. Now we want to keep the backing on our vinyl here, but use these squares to line up our design. So we're going to lift up our tape, and we're going to cut behind where these squares were so that the squares are exposed basically. So our registration marks are open. So now you can see we have our design and our marks there. So now the next part is we're going to line up the squares that we have in here. So the great thing is that your design here is not going to touch the bottom part, so you have a lot of flexibility. So I'm just going to slowly lower this, and because we have clear tape, it's a lot easier to see where these squares are going. So we can drop it right there. We have it all set. And now we can kind of lift this up. And now that the registration marks are down, we can peel the paper backing off of our first color. So now we have the tape exposed, and bring that down. So now we have our dog mom design. So if you look, I probably should have cut it a little bit further. It kind of doesn't touch the edge of that vinyl, but it goes across basically the majority of it, so we'll be just fine applying it. So now you can trim this down, and now we're all set to apply this onto our mug. So I'm going to grab my craft cradle. So you can see right here I have my crafter's cradle. I got this from JCC Blanks, and it makes it super easy to put your mug down. So we have our mug on here, and it doesn't move. I can apply my vinyl really well. So we're going to figure out what side I want my design to be on. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put it on this side so it faces out. And let's go over here. So we have our crafter's cradle all set. So now we can take our tape and peel it off our paper backing. So now we have our design all set. So this next part's pretty easy. We just want to find where we want it to apply. So we go over here. Let me bring this up just a little bit for you. And I like to go through I like to drop the middle. So let's drop the middle and bring that down. So we have our dog mom design. Let's smooth it out. Let's just use your scraper. Grab that. And let's go ahead and peel this up. And now we have our 2-color decal mug. So this is a perfect thing for all your animal lover friends. This pack comes with your dog mom design, a crazy cat lady design, and then also coffee plus dogs or coffee plus cats. So a couple different designs that you can do. If you have any questions, you can comment below or email us at info@therhinestoneworld.com, or you can call us at 941-755-1696. And don't forget, this craft along is available on our website. Just click the link below and you'll get all the materials you need in one spot. Hey everyone, if you like this video, click here to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click the link below or in this video to get access to this craft along kit. And don't forget, we also have a coupon code. So use the coupon code below to get a great discount.